Volunteers are pitching in this morning to help Food Banks Canada pack healthy meals for kids in need this summer. CP24's Courtney is with them in Toronto. She joins us now with more. So, Courtney, talk to us about what's going on.
Hey, good morning. So this is a really great program that's giving back to kids this summer. What's happening behind me, they actually have all of the food sorted out, ready to go. They're just giving some of the volunteers a briefing. There are well over 1,000 volunteers coming here to Mississauga this morning. They're taking this work in shifts because it is a lot of work. And what they're doing is packing all of the food you see in front of me here. So they've got this green bag. They have food that essentially can sit on the shelves, and it goes out to kids during the summer. The reason for the summer is many of these children get some support through local food banks and through school programs. But in the summer, of course, kids are not in school. They're at home or at different camps. And Food Banks Canada ensuring that those kids still have access to healthy food. So you see they've got, some oatmeal that they're going to be packing in the bags. They've got juice. They've got fresh milk, smoothies. All of the snacks are supposed to hold the kids over for about a week. And then they're shipped out to about 235 communities right across the country. Communities essentially everywhere. I was just talking about one of the employees with Food Banks Canada. They say they focus on, remote areas, Indigenous communities, communities where food is especially expensive, and that can be really difficult for families. But there's a lot of food to get through, and that's why all of these volunteers are coming together today to do what they can to pack up the food and ship it out.
So we know that food insecurity, sadly, we know that food insecurity is a major issue, especially for children. Is it worse in the summer, Courtney, when kids are out of school?
Well, part of the challenge is the fact that because kids aren't in school, there might not be someone who can recognize that a child may be a little bit hungry, or a child might actually need to get access to someone and say, hey, we need some help at home. So these volunteers come together, they pack up the food, they go to the food banks, and those food bank employees and those volunteers are working with the community. I was actually just speaking with someone who represents about 15 food banks in the Windsor area. She was talking about the threat of the tariffs, especially given, how significant the automotive industry is to that part of the country. She was saying, they're seeing people already coming in. There's a lot of uncertainty, right? They're really, really nervous. And she said she's seen an increase in the demand in just the last little while. And, there is concern going into the summer months that perhaps Windsor could see some layoffs as a result of tariffs hitting the automotive industry right now. And that's why they're doing what they can to prepare for it and ensure that kids have access to this food. In terms of some of the stats, we're talking about it all the time, how high that demand is, but 1 in 3 food bank users in this country are kids. So that speaks to just how high the need is and how this is such a vulnerable part of the population.
Courtney Heals for us this morning. Courtney, thank you for all that. Really appreciate it.